Hey Gemini, welcome to your love reading. I hope everyone's well and happy and safe. Thank you for bringing your beautiful energy, love and support to soul members. I appreciate you. And if you're new here, hello. My name is Andrea. So Gemini, what is going on in your love life? What brings you here? How can I be of service to the beautiful Gemini? What is it that we need to know about Gemini and their love life right now? Who am I connecting with? What is going on with Gemini in their love life? What message do we have for Gemini? Let's have a look and see. Okay, so we've got a few cards that fell out here. Gemini, I'm really feeling that it's been you've gone through a period, and I feel that it's maybe a few months actually. You've gone through a period where you've been waiting to gain clarity when it comes to somebody you have separated with. When it comes to, and when I say separated, it doesn't necessarily mean that you could have been in a really committed relationship or a long-term relationship. This could also apply to those of you that really hit it off with someone and started dating, and things seem to have gone really well and you were feeling really positive about it, and then all of a sudden you may have been ghosted, or you may have they just stopped contacting you as frequently, and you started to lose that connection that you had started to build. Now, I feel that there were things here that you're not 100% sure what happened. You're in the dark. It's left a lot to your imagination, Gemini, and you don't know what the reality of the situation is. You don't even know what happened. Why did things end this way? You didn't get the straight answers that you needed, and there is a lack of closure when it comes to this. More importantly, things don't add up. If things were going so well, why did this actually happen? Like what happened here? And I feel that it's taken up a lot of your headspace, it's taken up a lot of your energy, and you're finding it hard to be forward focused and think about future love in general, because you're caught up in trying to understand what the hell happened in this scenario. Even if you are dating, there is something in the back of your head that keeps taking you back to this place where you feel there is this lack of closure. And it's taken every ounce of your strength to hold back from reaching out to get the answers that you need. For some reason, doing that doesn't feel right to you. So let's break this down and let's have a look and see, what is this person about? What's going on here? What happened with this person? I feel fear kicked in here. Yeah, I really do. I feel fear kicked in here. They may have started off something with you, Gemini, where they wanted to keep it light. They didn't want it to get too involved. I feel that they had already made certain plans. If it has to do with moving, whether it have to do with moving for a job, start a new life in a different country or a different location, quite some distance away, there were certain decisions that had already happened, that they had already made, that you may not have been aware of at the time. And whoever they decided to engage with in a relationship or a connection, it may not have been something that they initially brought up, because they didn't think it was important, because they didn't think they would become emotionally involved. So they had already made certain decisions about their future and building their future, and regardless of you may have come to them at a time where they had already made certain commitments that they couldn't back out of, and you may not have been told about those. So I'm just going to pull out a couple more cards and see what this is about. Yeah, I really feel that, you know, they may have accepted some kind of a role somewhere else. They've worked really hard on their career, let's say, or it could even have to do with reuniting with an ex or an ex that this person may have had children with. So there are a couple of different energies I'm getting here. One could be that this person had made a commitment to their career, had made certain decisions which they put first always, and as soon as that opportunity came up, they went with it. Or when they met you, they had already made the decision, signed the contracts, and away they go, because I'm getting contracts for some reason. Another thing I'm getting based on those contracts is also a relationship. They may have been in a relationship with someone they had a family with or married, and they've put a lot of energy and effort, and there was a promise of that coming back together, and so they went that way. Whatever the case might be, though, I feel, Gemini, you were definitely left in the dark about this. There were things that you were not made aware of. This person was hiding them from you, and it did make them really anxious to be upfront and honest about their life. They were living a different life to the one that you were privy to the one you shared with them. So, you know, eventually, guess what they decided to do? They just decided to flee. So that's a type of energy that I'm getting here. And the lack of closure that you might be feeling is because they may have really enjoyed their time with you. They may have really been invested. They may have really fallen for you, Gemini, but in the end, they made a decision based on logic and based on effort that they've put to this point. They weren't willing to risk all that they've worked hard towards to maybe have things go a particular way with you. So let's pull out some more cards and have a look and see. Yeah, you know what? I'm definitely getting here that this person, the reason why things wouldn't add up for you is because there was a strong emotional connection. There was a strong knowing that the two of you shared, like that soul recognition. You guys really hit it off. And I feel that they weren't expecting that. Regardless of what their situation was and the decisions they had made aside from the two of you, they were not expecting to meet someone at the time that they did and feel so deeply connected. And you often are on their mind, Gemini. What the two of you shared, what could have been, constantly plays on their mind, and they really are trying to find a way that they can reconnect with you. They're trying to come up with a way that they can take action and move towards you with something more promising. You know, I really do feel that. They want to come back into your life, but they need to tie up loose ends. They need to close the doors on certain situations. So if they're in a relationship with someone else, that needs to come to an end. And if they have accepted a role somewhere else, let's say they need to take responsibility for not being upfront and honest and come to you with ways that you can work on this, even if there is distance involved. So the more time goes by, the more they think about what could have been. And even though there might be space between the two of you, that connection, that soul connection that you share is still very strong. There is that tie that has them pulled toward you constantly. Wow. And I do feel, Gemini, that if you haven't heard from them yet, you will hear from them. and that this conversation will give you some sort of clarity, even if the words that they speak are not the ones you want to hear. Sorry, too many cards fell out. Too many cards. I just need one. Can I get one card for Gemini? So, what does Spirit want you to know when it comes to this situation? What do you need to know? What's the message Spirit has for Gemini? Just one card. Oh my gosh. So frustrating. One card for Gemini. That's too many. All right, I'm just going to pull one out. Pull one out for Gemini. Let's see. I'll go with this one. Be unafraid to hope on behalf of others, but take care that your hopes for them are not a burden. Wow, what a message. So this is about really accepting things at face value. You know, so if this person is living another life with someone else and their hopes are to tie things up and reconnect with you, holding them to that is putting all your eggs in one basket. You know, they need to be able to make those decisions freely, and if you choose to, stick around, or you choose to believe in those and reconnect on the base of that hope, it's got to be a decision that you feel right with, not that you are, hanging on to in hope of a better day with them tomorrow. The other thing that I'm getting here is that, allowing them the space that they need. For those of you that this reading is resonating with, but they're not with someone else, let's say it had to do with them taking a job somewhere else or moving or whatever the case might be, expressing what you saw could be built between the two of you. However, holding your energy and your ground firmly as to where you stand allows them to know what you hoped for, but also allows them to know that you're not hoping for them to take action on that. Wow, I hope that made sense for you, Gemini. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, Gemini.